Hello, beautiful people. Hope you could hear me. Chris here. Much love and blessings. I'm actually recording this on 2/22, and we are in Pisces season right now. Don't mind the lighting. That's going to change. Hopefully, I'm doing this because I really wanted the first video for the page to be on 2/22. And actually, I believe the time is, it's 11:30, 11:37. If those numbers mean anything to anybody in sequence. So, greetings. I hope everyone's doing well. A couple comments and some information and intro about the page and about what we're going to be doing over here and who I am. For first and foremost, I hope everyone's safe and well, considering that we're still going through COVID. I'm on the East Coast. I'm actually in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So shout out to anybody, okay? And we are coming off of Mercury retrograde, which I'm sure that's still having an effect on many of us, considering side effects in the sense of I've been saying it's the emotional hangover. I don't know how anybody else has been feeling about those things. So we'll see. But we're shifting, and of course, happy Pisces season. We're officially in the second day of Pisces season, so yes, happy birthday to any Pisces. Yay. I am not myself. I'm an Aquarius actually myself. My moon, I have a Virgo moon, but I'm also a Aquarius rising. So I got double action there. Shout out to all of you who are an Aquarius, and we are in Aquarius season officially for the next however many millennia, if you will, pending. I'm very excited about this channel. It's been a very long time coming. I hope if you're listening and watching this, that this reaches you. And if you're watching it and you're sitting there wondering, why am I watching this? There's a reason you're watching it. And it's in sync and it's pending serendipitous that you're watching it right now in this time, wherever stage you are in your life, that I welcome you into the collective, to welcome you completely to the paradigm shift that's happened ever since the conjunction on December of 21st last year of 2020. In saying so, yes, we have shifted from the age of Pisces into the Aquarian age. What does that mean? You'll ask me, pending. If, really quickly, shout out to all the people who I do follow on YouTube. Queen Cup Tarot, Angel Gang Gang, shout out to you, and definitely all you Angel Gang Gang team squad that is young. Y'all are amazing. And I'm just going to post some links with this post below when I finish, so everyone can check them out, because whoever you are, and like I said, you're watching this, welcome to the spiritual collective and what has been happening within the entire planet. Welcome. Welcome. I can't say it enough. Welcome. You are in for the ride and you are on the journey. So be prepared. Buckle up. Legit. Totally. Oh, exciting. I'm just letting it sink in. Why, you might ask? I'll just give a bit of a background pending about myself. Even this post has been a long time coming. I literally did almost the same post last year and was going to do a YouTube channel, but that did not work out, because not necessarily didn't work out. It wasn't time yet. And that is precisely it. It was not the time yet. And with everything that just has happened, like I said, within the past literally 2 months with the conjunction happening, we are officially finished with Mercury retrograde being in Aquarius. And we're getting prepared for the full moon coming up on the 27th, which will be in Aries, I believe. I want to say that. I want to say I'm actually right. Don't correct me. I should have cross-referenced that before I said so. But we got a lot to unpack. And like I said, this is just the first video. And I'm going to go over just some formalities. If, who's ever going to be on the journey wants to join, what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be unhatching. And just a disclaimer for a couple of you, it's not going to be any BS on this page. It's taken me a very long time to get here. It's taken, not just, I take that back, not just necessarily me, but it's taken all of us a very long time to get here. And Spirit's not playing around. The universe isn't playing around anymore. It's waiting for people who are going to sit back and look in the mirror and acknowledge themselves with their inner self to their higher self and say, am I willing to do the work? To show up and be 100% real. And that's what this page is going to be about. Connecting to your inner self, going over your spiritual transformation, literally working with those inner trauma wounds that, believe me, have not been fun, which is what I've been doing over this past entire year, whether it's through, meditation, through painting, through journaling, through any type of music, through any creative outlet, if you will. If you are willing to show up and do the work, I promise you, it's going to be worth it for you to sit here and be a part of this family and be a part of this channel and to call yourself a fellow red. We will get to that, why I'm saying it's red. Another fellow red. Part of the pending red hot and holy gang, if you will. Shout out to Sarah Beek, who's amazing. We love her. If you don't know about her, you need to. So do yourself a favor, go ahead and look her up. Hashtag red hot and holy. I have her book right here in front of me. It's time. Y'all, red hot and holy. That's what we're going to be doing. And that's just the first one. She does have 2 books. Again, bigger picture, we're only pending demons, and there's a lot to unpack. So, why don't we get started? So, I know this even wasn't necessarily scripted. I don't want it to be that way. I don't plan on it ever being that way. Like I said, if any of you have any questions, if there's any comments, please put them below. My email is attached to the site. It's at bencowellness.com. That is my website. My website is under construction right now since I'm working out a new domain name and there's been issues with the actual sponsors that I use and a couple other things, but that's also coming. So you can also direct message me if you like to. My name on Facebook is Christina Bernardin, literally, as you could see, as posted, or necessarily you can just go to bencowellness@gmail.com and you could also get in contact with me there if you have any other questions or if you have any other concerns. With that, about me as into why, if you want to get in contact with me with any pending questions or comments, I have my RYT 300. I studied for almost a year and a half here in Pittsburgh, working with some of the greatest teachers I possibly know within the yoga community, working with the community. I have been in the background of food and drink for years, literally 10 plus years. I come from a completely non-denominational background where I went to go study pending pastoral relations and cultural studies in Dallas, Texas. I also I'm currently in the process of finishing my Reiki certification. So if there's any questions and comment about that, please get in touch with me. And all the other things in between when it comes to alternative medicine and food and drink. I myself, being a person who is specifically dairy intolerant, and I also have a very low tolerance for any type of wheat products, so it's also celiac pending syndrome involved. So like I said, we got a lot to unpack. There's a lot of stuff. So with that, about the channel, that is what this channel is going to be. I'm looking forward to being a part of the community and being here for you and being a person who will help the collective grow and be on this journey together. I'm very excited. So, in regard to why, what's up with Red Lady, who is she, where she comes from, this goes back centuries. I can't even tell you how many centuries. I didn't choose it. If you do happen to check out Sarah's book, she'll tell you the same thing when she gets in here with her personal stuff. She didn't choose it either. They chose her. And I'll say the same thing in regard to myself. Why? This goes back to the complete and true undisconnected divine masculine and divine feminine relationship that we are supposed to have with ourselves, and not being disconnected with our inner self and our higher self, but it being combined as one, all together, not separate. So what does that mean? That goes back to the basics, pending why you're here, who you are, what you came down here for as a spirit being, because that is what you are. You are a spirit being having a human experience. And I'm just going to put a small pause right there, put a small disclaimer right there. If you don't believe in these things, and if there's any triggers and you have any comments, please feel free to take what resonates with you. I can't emphasize that enough. Please and absolutely feel free to take what resonates with you. Why? Because you will see, after you see this video, and maybe even up to this time before you found this video and my channel, that you've been seeing patterns and things cultivate in your life and synchronicities, whether they're numbers, whether they're things that you know or that you recognize, whether you feel like, whoa, major deja vu, what the hell, I've been here before, I've done this. Why? Because it's time. The universe is waking people up. Because why? It's time to get stuff done. Stuff, in regard to the work, I mean the inner work. For the sake of humanity. For the better sake of ourselves as the human race to be better. And again, if you don't believe in these practices, if you don't identify with these core beliefs and these true values, you can seek elsewhere. But why I started this page and why I want to have this page and why I'm making these announcements and these disclaimers is because people who are going to come here and who are going to see this video, they are going to need help and need someone who's going to give them answers, because they are going to have questions. Because why? I was one of those people who had so many questions and I didn't have anybody to go to. And I wish someone told me when I started how many years ago on my journey to my pending, it's still going on it. What am I saying? I'm not done with it. I'm still going through my inner journey. And why? Because things are going to change. Your life is going to change. People are going to look at you like you're crazy. What are you talking about? And then you'll start to go online and you'll find people, you'll find the community of the collective, which is people who are spiritually woke, who know that they have been called here for a greater purpose. It's happening. It's not just you. I promise you, it's not just you. It is not just you. It is everywhere around this whole entire planet. And let that sink in. It's everywhere around this entire planet. It's happening. It's affecting everything. You see it. We're still dealing with all the different side effects and all the ramifications of what COVID has showed us. And if you are on this page, and if you are one of those people where it has affected you, you have lost a loved one, my heart is with you. I promise you, my heart is with you. And it might seem like a throwaway line, but you need to know that you have people and support and a community who loves you and cares about you. It's not going to change about what came out today. It doesn't make it any easier to bear the total truth and number of the 500,000 people, souls, people, loved ones who are gone, who are not here. It's hard to sit here and think of why. Doesn't make sense. We don't know. But with that, there is a shift happening. There's a great shift happening within this planet. There are paradigms being broken that haven't served us for how many decades or centuries. They don't work anymore. It's so funny. Because I could just feel it. Like, I know what's going to happen. And you'll say, oh, Chris, how do you know? How do you feel it? I'll sit here and say on here right now is another disclaimer too. I am a person who is ultra clairvoyant. I'm not going to use the term psychic because sometimes people get turned off by the word psychic, but hell, you know what? Okay, yes. People who are on here who are questioning their spiritual gifts, don't do it no more. I'm sitting here to tell you as that person of confirmation, don't doubt yourself anymore. There's a reason you have what you have inside you and why you're capable of what you're capable of. Don't let anyone doubt you and tell you different. This page is going to be for the ones who seek answers. Again, the ones who know that there are people out there just like them. And they don't really know. They can't explain it. They feel it. They have it inside them. They just can't explain it and put it into words. We're the ones who are here to put it into words for you. Like I said, shout out to Queen Cup Tarot, Angel Gang Gang. You guys are the angel squad there, my spiritual family. I'm so grateful that we have a spiritual family connected. This is going to be another branch of that. Why? Because it's growing day by day. I guarantee you there's going to be at least 1 or 2 comments on here pending. The haters, say whatever you want. You're going to be ignored. Because there's going to be people who are going to be on here who are just going to block you out with their light. You can take the trash somewhere else. And I'll repeat myself again, it's taken not just me, it's taken this channel and this message a very long time. Why? Because it wasn't ready yet. Now it's ready. If you're sitting here, if you're watching it, I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. I hope you leave your information below. You reach out to me. Like I said, we're going to be unlocking some stuff. We're going to start off with the Red Hot and Holy book by Sarah Beek. If you don't get it, you can order it on Amazon. She has her stuff on Amazon. That's the first one. And her second book is the Revelations, which I do have. I will warn you, if you are going to do it, make sure you are kind with yourself. Kind. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to grow and have the experience. Give yourself permission, because I'll tell you, you are not on this page for no reason. You found it. You felt compelled to watch it. Like I said, this is just the beginning. I'm excited. This is just me to put things out there, to get information out there. It's really late right now because I wanted to get it in before the end of 2021. And it's happening. It's going to be some good stuff. I will be posting definitely daily, which includes sometimes if it's bi-daily, like every 2 days, we'll be doing spreads on here. I don't necessarily work with full tarot decks. I don't like them. I'm very particular about what I work with and what I'm capable of working with. I will be working with the angel deck specifically. The angels I work closely with is definitely Angel Raphael, of course, Archangel Michael, and even necessarily my spirit guides who I know their names. I might just I might just say what their names are on later on here when we get to flow a bit more. And if you guys have any questions or even recommendations, that's fine. Please feel free to leave them below. A little bit more about me. Yes, I am an Aquarius. I am born January 23rd. And what else I definitely want to put on here? I think that might be it. Just so you guys have a little bit of background about me. And if any of you go over to definitely Benco Wellness, it's under construction right now. It's going to be up very soon. I'm putting together different things on there. There's going to be resource material. There's going to be different, like I said, there's places where there's an area where you can contact me, of course, but I want to get a specific page set up there where if you have questions necessarily about yourself, whether it's, we're going to be unhashing all of it, whether, why you have a physical ailment. There's reasons why you have physical ailments. I don't know if anybody ever told you that before you watch this video, but I'm sitting here and telling you there's a reason why you have a physical sickness. So many reasons. And if you wanted to work with me one-on-one, you could leave your information there, and necessarily health and life coaching, which I also do that as well. And you can contact me either direct message or even just through email. So, we're kind of going on almost a little bit longer. I wanted to read a quote before I leave everyone and post this as the first post with a quote from the moon goddess, which is so beautiful. It's amazing. I literally bought this almost 8 years ago. I found this in like a small bookshop. Let's see who we can read from to send us on our way. Interesting. This is by Susanna Budapest. This is from the Diana traditions and the rites of life. Casting of the circles. How fitting. The casting of the circle is crucial for any ritual work. The ritual work must correlate the correct planetary aspects with the purpose of the work. Gather the sisters participating in the ritual and measure a circle, by holding each other's hands and standing at arm's length. Mark the circle by gathering a stone to replace one's foot space. Gather more stones and build an altar in the middle of the circle, slightly to the north. Upon the same altar, set your representation to the Mother Goddess, either an image or a single rose in a line. Place 2 white candles, or an image, one to the east, one to the west, of the goddess. There's actually a lot more in here, but I'm just going to go and paraphrase to let's see here. Actually, there's a lot here. I'm just going to skip over this. I'm going to go to the next thing. The breakdown. I can just read toward the end. Although, you know what, I don't want to... This is what I felt I was supposed to read, because I opened up to that page. I love what it specifically talks about at the end. It specifically says, remember, the lady who weaves our lives has a certain pattern for all people to fulfill. If you find that what you want is not to be, don't lose heart, but understand that the goddess has veto power. Bless her will and search for wisdom. This is so fitting. It's such a beautiful book. There's so much. We're going to dig into this more. I'm happy. So, I just opened up to chapter 5 in part of Red Hot and Holy, and specifically talk about being Kali's child. If you do not know who the goddess Kali is, you're about to, and your life's about to turn upside down, because that's exactly what she does. Look her up. Kali Ma, we love you. I don't know if I should get into that right now. There's a reason though. I have to admit, there's a reason why I opened up and I saw her page. I'm going to save it. It's okay. And with that, it's actually 30 minutes. So, to all of you who are watching this, I'm very grateful that you tuned in, that you stayed. I would love to leave in prayer, or even just a moment of silence, especially considering what the day is represented. If you're in the United States, you know, we will do a moment of silence, and I will just say a peaceful blessing to leave. And I could probably pull a card for us too before we go, since this is the first video on homage of all, in honor, I should say, of all. We'll do a moment of silence to honor all the souls who have departed us. I'm actually going to grab the deck. We'll do a quick prayer. And we'll wrap. Okay. One sec. Squeaky. For those of you who don't know the deck, it is The Angel Guide by Kyle Gray. It's beautiful. I might just turn on my bigger light for you guys so you could see. It's absolutely phenomenal. He worked with this artist from New Zealand or from Wales, I believe. And everything is just absolutely phenomenal. Her artwork is so beautiful. And I love that it's not so defined by gender. It's just it's just so accepting. It's just breathtaking. Everything's just so elaborate. Even if we pull more than one. Beautiful to start off with. I'm actually going to do that. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to put on the light for you guys. Okay. My headphone here. Okay. It's so funny because they're like so large, so she could get all the illustrators. I want to know next. It's going to bother me. Jennifer Hawkyard. She's from West Wales. Beautiful. It is stunning. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And well, actually, I could do our prayer before we even start and pull one. Before we pull. As I'm pulling, dear Father God, angels, ancestors, everyone who is around, guardian angels, I thank you for bringing us all here together in the collective. I pray that who's ever watching, listening, this message resonates with them and that they get what they need in regards to confirmation, that they may have discernment, that they may be edified, and not just sustained, but completely edified and nourished with information to help them spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I know without these things, we are nothing less, and yet we are nothing more. With these words and with these acts, I thank you. I myself give nothing but honor and reverence and respect, and humble myself for being able to be used to reach the collective and give guidance and assistance, and most of all, love to those in need. Because without love, we are absolutely nothing, and that is your greatest fruit of all. I thank you above all else. Amen. I just get like so many mind shuffling. I forget sometimes, like, okay, Chris, stop. They have to tell me, okay, stop. Raise your vibration. I find it hysterical that it's the first one. Because that's exactly what's happening. Underneath, honesty and communication. So this is exactly, like I said, everyone, this is exactly what's lining up with why we're here, why you found this video, why you're probably on this page, and right underneath that manifestation. Don't you love these cards? I'm obsessed. I'm legitimately obsessed. I can't. The first time I even went through each one, I looked at them and I was crying because I was just so, I was dumbfounded. I was just completely in awe of they're so beautiful. I never thought. It's just so fitting for what we're going to be doing on this channel. I actually have another deck coming in the mail that I'm going to be using, but it's so funny. I've never actually purchased a deck because I've been adamant on, in particular, about myself, going through my journey. doing a reading. And necessarily, oh, is it for me? Shouldn't I? Am I capable? It was just me. It was just my ego. Because at the end, look what you have. It's beautiful. You have transformation, honesty, and then, of course, the manifestation. And just look at these cards. Absolutely breathtaking. So beautiful. I can't. I'm just like so amazed. Oh, I can't. I want to make sure you guys could see. Look at the light, all the colors. He's just like, yeah, yo. Like, y'all don't even know. That's what I feel like when I look at this card. Y'all getting that? Y'all don't even know. Because look at up top. But in here, you see right in here? Heart chakra. Absolutely breathtaking. There's no words for it. It's so fitting what's happening. It really is, doesn't it? With the conjunction, right after Mercury retrograde, I'm telling you, y'all get on this boat. Because once you raise your vibration, this transformation starts to happen. And then you start to get this. And her too. She's just like, you want me to tell you? Or they? I don't know. I don't want to use like pending pronouns in here because why? These cards reflect no pronouns. It's not about gender. That's so reflected in here. They're in this. You see them. They're like, let me tell you. Oh, I'm so in love with these cards. I'm in love with this deck. And of course with this. You see this? They're sitting, they're just so at peace. It's so funny because I'm sitting here like, I'm seeing these. I don't know about any of you, if you are pending an empath or you whatever your spiritual gifts are. I'm a crier. That is how I process my pending spiritual gifts. And when I see this, I get so overwhelmed with emotion. I don't know what to say. The fact that it's all of these put together, it's stunning. And look at their hands. It's just like, they're sitting there like, okay, I got it. I'm just going to take it all in. And it's like, it's just oozing. It's so funny. Shout out to any of you who are Aquarius. It's star card. We have the star card. So, it's showing up. And also representing, of course, because we are in the age of Aquarius. So that's another confirmation right there too, which is so funny. And you know, as I'm looking at the honesty and communication, it's right there with their heart chakra. So that's where it comes from. When it's from the heart. And there's healing done from the heart. Oh, I'm just so obsessed with these cards. So beautiful and so fitting for the first pull of this channel. So, we're going to wrap right there. Again, if any of you have questions, please let me know. I'm going to post this. Hopefully anyone sees it. Spread the word. You know, like, share to whomever you think would need it. It'd be more than a blessing. I need some water, excuse me, and we'll just finish up some stuff. Water. Excuse me. Like I said, if you're watching this video, you're meant to be here. There's information for you. This is a safe space to come and put your questions. There's no sense of judgment. I don't want anyone to feel like they're ever going to be judged here, because everyone's journey is completely unique and different in its own and fitting for you. You know, and speaking of that, you know, I just had my 32nd birthday just pass. I know people in their 60s, in their 70s. I've always been that type of person where I've like flowed with different people from different walks of life and different backgrounds. I know people within their 60s, 70s, or maybe like 80s, literally, even from my hometown, because I'm not originally from Pittsburgh. They're still on their journeys, or they didn't even start theirs till they were how old? So this isn't about age. This isn't about gender. This isn't about, you know, whether you come from even like myself, whether it's from a very strict denominational background, or especially coming from, you know, the Judeo-Christian background, and if there's any orthodoxism and doctrines that are thrown in there, because I'm not, like I said, that's another disclaimer. It's so funny because I'm thinking there's going to be how many disclaimers in this video. Why? Because it's not time for that. Those paradigms are being broken and shifted. Why? Because all it's done is divide people. You think the divine cares what you look like? What you do? Pending? What you look like? What you dress like? Well, that's it. Because, like I said, when it comes to what you do, it does reflect on what's on the inside, specifically. But it's a journey. Everyone starts somewhere. There's always a beginning. It has to start somewhere. And like I said, the fact that people are raising their vibrations, and this right here, I'm looking at this. It's so funny because I see this. This is what I first saw. Not even like that. Here. But then it's both. It's here and here. It's coming down, baby. You know, it's to go back to what I said in the beginning, that we are going through a shift. We are going through, there's a big shift. There's such a paradigm shift going on. It's not just you. It's all of this planet. People are waking up. Because why? Before it wasn't working. We saw it wasn't working. For centuries it wasn't working. And what do I mean by that? I mean people judging people. People more worried about, who they really are and their characteristics as a person, how they carry themselves, compared to how much money was in their bank account. I'm just gonna say it, because that's also what this channel is gonna be about. It's like there's stuff that's not gonna be sugarcoated here. It's taken a long time for me, even not just me. It's still happening. I still have so much way to go, guys. Y'all don't even know. I have so much work to do. But me, even as I'm helping anyone who's seeing this video, I'm still helping myself in the process. It's not just where I'm one-upping somebody or I'm better than you or I'm here. It's not about that. See, it comes full circle. Literally. Full circle. You see the faint circle? And I'm communicating to you and being honest. It's full circle. I can't say it like any clearer, like it's full circle. Everything is happening at a specifically coordinated and such in a divine time cycle. We're actually shifting into a new timeline, a new time frame of things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all wake up some of your days and pending over the last how many years, while you've been going through the same makeup and breakup sessions with certain people, the same type of partner, you're like, why? Why does this keep happening to me? Because you haven't learned the lesson yet. You've broken the cycle. Break the cycle. Come out. Stop it. Like, that's what this is going to be about. Like, that's what all this channel is about. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all don't even know. It's about to get real. And I'll finish it there, because like I said, y'all know about the red lady. Anyone who goes red, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Because now you're going to start looking it up. You're going to start asking, say, oh, what is that? What's Chris talking about? Go ahead. Because guess what? It's going to take you, and it's going to rip you right open in the best way. You're going to say, what is happening to my life? Because it needs to happen. You won't understand it when you're in the middle of it. When it happens to you and you're done, you're like, wow. It had to go down like that. It had to be that way. I still can't get over that we got these cards. It's some great stuff. You guys know, I'm feeling these cards. You see how beautiful these cards are? You see it? I can't get over it. To each and every one of you who's watching this, I love you. Even though I've never met you, I do. My heart, my spirit acknowledges your spirit. Definitely email. If you have any questions, comments, please direct message me. Check out Queen Cup Tarot, Angel Gang Gang. Shout out to y'all again. This is a wrap. The first Benco Wellness, I guess, video. Because it's not live. I don't know how to do it live. Y'all don't mind me. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not tech savvy. Not really. But I'm sorry if this was a little quiet too, because it was kind of late at night. I think on the East Coast here we're at 12:30 actually. Oh my gosh, if it's gonna change, I'm gonna laugh. It's 2:23. 2021. And I think I might end it there, because once we wrap, it's gonna change. It's so funny. So, y'all, the first word was raise your vibration. You know, start having that honesty and communication and manifestation. You're doing all three of those things. That's what's showing up. That's what's going to be happening. It's going to be a wild ride, because I didn't even expect these. Because the one that I've been trying to focus on most is healing, so I'm going to be getting into that too. Nope. Yes, I said so. Wrap it.